Because if somebody doesn't know their why, they'll never do it. Wow, I thought about that. I thought about that, and I thought, he's right. That's true. Because let me tell you something. If you don't know why you want to be an NBA player, if you don't know why you want to be the world's greatest singer, if you don't know why you want to be number one at what you do, the best doctor, the best teacher, the best Market America franchise owner, you'll never be it. Because you got to know your why. You got to know why. You got to know why you want it. Why do you want it? You haven't defined it. You need to define you. What makes you happy? He who has a why can endure anyhow. He who has a why can endure anyhow. Let me tell you something. When you have a why, you don't need anybody to wake you up in the morning. You don't even need an alarm clock. Because it's the thing that kicks your ass right out of bed and reminds you you got something you want to do because you have passion. You have a why. You're driven. You don't need anything but a why. You don't need an alarm clock to remind you. You just need your why. How do you define that? I can't define it for you, but I'm going to help you from the very best who helped me. When you start asking yourself, where am I going? What am I doing? What's the meaning of life? You don't know the answers because you don't know your why. So let me break it down for you. Every person knows what they do in life, right? Your job title, your function, the products you sell, the services you sell. Some people know how they do it, the actions that may set you apart from others. The actions that may set you apart from others. Few people know the why. The purpose, cause, or belief that actually inspires them, that actually moves them, that reminds them they got something to do every single day, and it's with purpose and passion that causes them to do it because they have a why. Let me tell you what you need to do. Everything you heard this weekend won't even matter unless you go home tonight and do this. And we're creating an email box. I think it's called The Why at Market America or The Why at shop.com. The Why at shop.com. Write that down because if you really want to do this, I think it'll be activated. Michael can get it activated for us pretty soon, right? The Why, today at some point. The Why at shop.com. Here's the things you need to ask yourself. Where do you add the greatest value? Where do you feel like you add the greatest value? These are the questions you're going to ask yourself to get to the why. What makes you come alive? What makes you come alive? What are your innate thoughts, strengths? And by the way, please don't be embarrassed if you don't have a why. There's a lot of us that don't. I asked Andrew Weissman the other day, and Andrew knows this is not, we talked about it, right? Jim, you were there. I asked Andrew, and he knows I said this to him. I said, Andrew, what's your why? I just put him on the spot. And he's like, I never thought about it exactly like that. This is Andrew, who's amazing. I never really thought about it like that, but I know I have one. I just got to break it down. So I took him through the process, and I said, here's the questions. And we got to his why. His why is he loves seeing people succeed. He actually loves to make people laugh and smile and bring them hope and joy to their life. That's what his why is. That's what he lives for. And there's a lot of people like that, like JR. Let me tell you something. Then after you ask yourself the questions about what are the things you really love doing, what are the things you really love doing? You have to ask yourself one very important question. Why? Why? And you will fast define your why. It doesn't mean that if it's not your children, that doesn't mean you're a bad mother. We all love our children. I love my grandkids, my children more than life. But that doesn't mean that's my why. They're one of my whys. But my why is because I believe that we can change the world and change the way people see themselves. I believe that people have been brought down by too many people, and it's a great thing to bring people up. I believe that we can make a difference by helping people all over the world. I believe we can change society. I believe we are. So if you don't know your why, don't feel bad, because there's a lot of people who didn't. You got to figure out your why. That's your purpose. That enables you to focus your efforts on what matters most, compelling you to take risk and to see things differently, be able to push through obstacles that you thought you couldn't. That's your intentional act. An act of intention is something that's done deliberately, consciously, and on purpose. Do you have one? Do you have a why? Don't punish yourselves. How many of you are going to, and by the way, why can be changed constantly. I didn't understand that till I went through the class. It constantly evolves. Your why constantly evolves. How many of you are willing to go back home tonight and do some homework on yourself and create your why? Find the answer. Are you willing to do that, guys? Because I got to tell you something. If you're willing to do that, nothing can stop you from succeeding.